Alright, hello and welcome to the channel. If it is your first time here, please do like and subscribe because that definitely helps out quite a bit and helps me keep bringing these videos to you. So today we are going to talk about the Rivian R1 Refresh, which is apparently just starting to roll off of the factory lines after the big factory shutdown in Illinois. And so, well, our R1S is excited about it, and I am too. So why don't we get into it and talk about everything that's new and whether or not it is worth waiting for, or if you should just go with something that you can find right now. So let's talk about all of the things that we think are coming along with it, what we've seen so far, and what you should do about your potential R1 order. Come along and let's drive.
Let's ride.
All right, so we're sitting here inside of our, what would this be, 2023, I guess, Rivian R1S. So this is pre-refresh. This is the adventure trim. We've got the, what is it, forest green with the forest edge interior here. And that's actually one of the first things here is that while we don't know a whole lot of things about the refresh, there's only a couple of things that have been confirmed. It does seem pretty clear that the forest edge interior is going to be going away. And obviously this is our favorite one. We specifically ordered this one and absolutely love it. Love the green accents in here that would go great with the outside of the car, but we also love all of the wood trim in here also, which makes it feel a lot more like natural and kind of fits in here with the woods of New Jersey. So this could be going away. So if you're interested in this, I would definitely not wait for the refresh and get one out of inventory right now before it is gone forever. But anyway, our R1S here is a 2023. We got it back at the very beginning of December of 2023. So we've only had it a few months, but absolutely love it and it's holding up great. But now we know that Rivian shut down their factory in Normal, Illinois, where we picked this one up, which you might want to go back and check out the video for because that was awesome. And they have done a bunch of retooling aimed at bringing costs down. And with that, a couple of potential changes and new features are coming out to the R1s. So that includes both the R1Ts, the pickup truck, and the R1S, the SUV here. And the idea here is that they are making a bunch of like internal changes that you really wouldn't notice to things like the wiring harnesses and some of the drivetrain stuff, all to kind of bring costs down and make profitability a thing that comes sooner. Along with that, they're also doing some standardization that's going to make it easier for them to start producing the R2s there and potentially the R3s as well. So they are still building the factory in Georgia. They've recommitted to that and it will be happening, but they have delayed that and are instead focusing on bringing production to the factory in Illinois, where they'll be making both the R1s as well as the delivery vehicles for Amazon and trucks for other customers. And then R2 will be coming there as well as early as 2025. So we've got our reservation in and can't wait for that and hope that the timelines are even shorter than what they have been predicting so far. But with that, they also got a big grant of additional money from the state of Illinois to help them expand even more. So it seems like they're really going to be increasing their capacity considerably there. And with that, we saw that they will be aiming to produce over, I think it was 120 or 125,000 R2 vehicles once things are up and running there, which is just incredible. And that's in addition to R1s. So a lot of stuff will be coming out of there. So the plant refresh or shutdown and retooling just completed. We have officially heard from Rivian that the first refreshed R1s are coming off of the line now, and they're going to employees right now. No customers seem to have gotten them yet, but there are some that have been spied out in the wild, doing some testing and stuff. So we're getting a little bit of an idea of what's there. And then there have also been a bunch of rumors from the inside, as well as some things that have been like noticed in press videos and even like the announcement that they had when they got the additional money from Illinois, like where they have these vehicles in the back. So eagle-eyed people have been able to, get screenshots of that and check some stuff out. So a lot of this stuff right now is still, rumor and conjecture. We don't know officially, but should be seeing this pretty soon. So one of the biggest changes that they've got here are they are now going to be producing all motors in-house. And so in the past, the initial vehicles that came out, including ours here, were all quad drive motors, which means that there's a motor on essentially each wheel. And then later on, they came out with a dual motor version where there's one on the front axle and on the back axle, and that is called the Enduro Drive unit, and that has been produced in-house by Rivian. But the quad ones were always outsourced, and so the prices were higher on that, and margins were less. So now they're moving to in-house produced ones for the quad as well. And then the other rumor is that Tri motors will actually be replacing the quad motor setup when this starts to roll out. And you'll still have like the same power and everything, just a little bit more affordable and higher margins for Rivian, and just as great performance and probably even better efficiency. So all great from there. There are also going to be 2 new exterior paint color options. I believe this is, what do they call it? Shale and Evergreen, I think, something like that. And it seems like these might be, at least from like what the employees at the R2 event told me, maybe accidentally, the names of like what they had been teasing on the R2 were also shale. So it could be the same thing as that. So they might just be standardizing the color lineup across the entire vehicle lineup, or these could be totally different ones. So we'll see, but it'd be nice to see some new color options available here. There's also going to be the existing adventure trim level plus a new premium level. So we really don't know much about like what the differences will be. Seems like premium will probably be the higher one. Sounds like that'll include some additional sensors, but we really haven't heard too much, specific about exactly what the difference in these trim levels will be. Could also be like some differences in the sound system for that as well, and maybe like a couple of differences in accessories and stuff, but time will tell on that. So new sensors and charging hardware were confirmed in the Q&A with the head of software about a month or so ago. And so with that, there's going to be a new sensor suite and new computation hardware for the driver assistance system in here, which they said there'll be like some new features coming with, enhancements to it, that'll all be coming with that, and probably as part of a monthly subscription package that you'll have to buy in the future. So right now there's no subscriptions that you need to pay for with Rivian. The connectivity is standard included. That's for like 4G LTE connectivity, and that's for like navigation and media streaming. But it sounds like that may be going away, and you'll end up paying for like a connectivity package, probably similar to like what Tesla does in the future. And then there may be another separate one, or it might be part of that, that would include some of these additional features and functionality of the Highway Plus driver assistance system. That may also enable that to come to other locations. Right now it's only pre-mapped highways. So with some of these changes, maybe you'll be able to do it like more on surface streets, or at least additional like highways that aren't just interstates, because it is fairly limited right now where you can use it. I actually love the system a ton. I think it's even better than autopilot where it works. You don't have to, when you can do like lane changes with it without totally disengaging the system, which is quite nice. And I find that it really doesn't ping pong very much or anything, and it stays really locked into the lane. And you can also like move a little bit within the lane without disengaging it. So I think that's quite nice, but definitely some things that they can improve further with it. And it sounds like they will be focusing on that. So another connectivity, or another new package that'll be available is a connectivity package that's going to be introduced in the summer and include additional features for Driver Plus, which will probably require those sensors, but may also come with some additional capabilities for media and video streaming. The video streaming will be coming in Q3 via an OTA, over-the-air software upgrade, and that should probably bring us, they haven't said exactly what services, but I think there was some like speculation that that's probably going to be Netflix, Disney, maybe YouTube, things like that. Paramount, I think actually I may have seen. So we could watch our Bluey in here on Disney, and I don't know what's on Paramount, Nickelodeon stuff, when we're charging, which would be great with the kids. The new sensors will also enable a summon feature, which will allow owners to drive without being inside. So that was confirmed as part of the Q&A as well. So this is probably like the Tesla one, where you can essentially have the car like remote control the car and have it like back up or go forward when you're not in it, to get into like tight parking spaces. I will probably forget that exists and never use it, but nice. Another feature that we have seen in vehicles that have been driving around and seem to be on the production line is that the front tow hooks have been removed. So a little bit interesting there, I guess. They're probably not used all that often. They're really more of like a recovery thing. And so just a way to save a little bit there, and they'll probably be like an optional accessory, I would guess, because there are definitely some people that are going to want them and would probably pay for that. It looks like there's also going to be redesigned side mirrors. So these have been noticed on a whole bunch of the vehicles and haven't really been like hidden or anything. They're like a little bit slimmer, I would say, a little bit like less tall. And I think it even looked like the cameras maybe moved a little bit on them. There's also some slight front grille changes and a smoked light bar option as part of the rumors. And that actually, to me, looked like something very similar from what we saw in the R2 when they initially unveiled it. And some of the pictures I saw looked like it might be a lot more similar to like even the R2 that I saw in person in New York. Make sure to check out that video if you haven't yet and you're interested in seeing what the R2 is going to look like. Got a ton of data on that, including a Q&A with the head of the project for that. And I'm guessing that they probably just want to consolidate some of these parts to save money on not having to have, you know, two totally distinct sets of parts for the different vehicles in their lineup in the future. It looks like there's also going to be piano black lower bumpers. I am not a big fan of that because it's going to get smudgy pretty easily, but probably saves a little bit and at least gives you kind of a visual cue of some of the styling changes. There are also new wheel options which have been confirmed. I think they look great, especially the road wheels. I like ours overall, but you know, they're definitely very obviously like the aero caps, and these new ones I think are a little bit like less, I don't know, kind of nerdy looking and a little more sportier. So I am a big fan of those, and those would be one of the easier ways to tell that it is a refresh vehicle also. There's going to be an updated wireless phone charger, which is something that they've been rumored to be working on forever. People constantly complain about this one because it is really hard to get things lined up, and when you're driving around, your phone moves a lot, so it actually does not do a very good job of charging. So a lot of people like us have these third-party MagSafe adapter ones, which tend to work much better. And then last, like I mentioned, this forest green interior option is going to be going away. So make sure you get that now if you are as interested in it as we are. So overall, I think, you know, some interesting changes here, mostly, you know, kinds of things around bringing the cost down. We still don't know one way or the other about the inclusion of a heat pump, but that's been rumored for a while. And other than, you know, some of the like drivetrain options, doesn't really seem like much that's going to translate very much to like a different experience for the driver or owners, but certainly make the vehicles a little bit less costly, bring the margins up, and help Rivian get to a point of profitability sooner. So I think that's great to see. And, you know, I would say, overall, I don't think it's really necessarily worth like waiting for to get the refreshed one. You may save a little bit on it. I think maybe the tri-motor option is going to be a pretty cool one, and you know, probably have some benefits over the quad if you're looking for like efficiency gains. If it does turn out that the heat pump is part of it, that'll also be a nice benefit for efficiency, especially in places that are, you know, a little bit more regularly cold. But if it's super cold and like below freezing all the time, it may actually not be any real benefit at all to you. So I don't think that either of those things are necessarily working for. If you're a huge fan of like the new color options, I guess you know, that might be a reason to wait. Or if you really like the new wheels, you potentially do that, but I bet they'll probably sell them anyway. So I would say other than that, like really not any reasons that I would say to wait. I know a lot of people, you know, with EVs these days want to get the latest and greatest, and they'll hold off their purchase so that they can get the very newest thing and kind of hold out hoping that they're going to get some big benefit. But honestly, to me, I don't think anything here is like necessarily worth that wait. And especially with some of the great deals that you have on inventory vehicles being able to be bought, and great like leasing options right now, including some incentives and even like what do they call it, conquest bonuses if you're coming from certain other vehicles, especially like some competitors to Rivian, like 4Runners and stuff. Then you can really get a great deal on like existing stuff right now and not have to wait. So I would say go for that, and really no reason here to hold your horses if you're ready to get a Rivian now. So it's a phenomenal vehicle, and you'll be super happy with what's already out there and existing. And I really don't see a reason that you need to wait for something that, you know, might be part of the rumors or something. It's going to be at least several more months before these start rolling out to more and more people, and you'll be waiting for it. And I would just get one now. This is awesome. You'll love it, and super cool to be part of the Rivian family. So go for it now. All right, well, with that, I hope you found all of that interesting and useful, so please do definitely hit that like button, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell, and let me know what you want to know about the upcoming refreshed R1s. Is there any feature in particular you're super excited about, or like really wish that they would add to it? Sound off in the comments below. With that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you out there on the road.